April 9, 2023, Marcus Giavanni here. On 2023 0606, Kelly Bra, for Mike Johnston, winner. At win, runoff, YouTube handle by Marcus Giavanni. Now, we're trying to extract content on based on the missing win, Mike Johnson, about June 6th win. And then this was 2 days ago. This was 4 days ago. I did this. I already knew it was coming. I could have done it days before, but it wouldn't have fit the narrative. So, as you scroll down, you see who the players are. Jim Hooley's badass. He's one of the hardest working guys. You can go up and talk to him. I took his picture a few times. He's a really great guy, man, actually. He works his ass off. I don't even know if he sleeps. Denver mayoral candidate Mike Johnson looks ahead. And that's CBS Radio. I always say CBS Radio. Do you know why? Because CBS Radio has a lot to do with a lot of things. That's all I'm going to say. But CBS Colorado. Their sports are unbelievable. There's certain things they kick ass in, and there's other things that they don't. But it's what they don't in the most important politics. Now artificial intelligence. It's going to be a different spin, especially for these big guys that are way at the top that have no clue. They're going to get an MIT graduate that knows how to do all this stuff, and yet he has no experiences, no meta tags, nothing to bring to the table as far as wisdom and experiences and merits and abilities. But you could see the main player is CBS. And this is the one that's most misleading that Colorado CBS News has done. If early results hold, Kelly Bra, the president and CEO of the Denver Chamber of Commerce, and Mike Johnson, a former state. So what they're doing, okay, they're making it so that she is the president. They didn't say former president and CEO, because see, that would outdate her. And because when you say former president, you say, okay, well, what has she done after that? Oh, that's when her and Janine Davidson over there at the Metropolitan State University with a graduation rate of 47%, acceptance rate of 89%. It should be 89% graduation rate with a 47% acceptance rate. They got it backwards because she's backwards. The PhD that she has is obviously outdated. She's accomplished many things, and it'll get you to where you got to go. But eventually you run out of other people's ideas, and you're going to have to learn to float and swim on your own. And that's where we are in the metaverse. And so when all these kids find out that the community college that they're going to, they're not getting these certain jobs that they want or they've been promised, because another kid from another school who had that 89% graduation rate with a 47% acceptance rate, those employers went for those high schools instead. And so the inequity and all that kind of stuff, it doesn't work in the real world of just architects, in the world of mathematical equations, in the world of binary code. The when your name is Tom Jones and you've got his and her, what is that? Those are sheeple. Those are people following a code that they think is expressing themselves or whatever it is. Like, I don't know who Tom is. Tom, I can't tell you're a dude. If I hear your voice, you can't just, you gotta, see, I don't understand that. And see, it's that type of thinking that you talk stupid in the mortal world and woke and all this crap. They're all coming out of the closet, and artificial intelligence is so far advanced right now over a lot of people in the media, running for office. And you see my name's missing from a lot of these articles because they're just trying to trying to suppress things, and that's okay because that's what we need. See, if they were doing the right thing, they'd be covering everything. They'd be covering the lawsuit when I sued Paul Lopez, case 2023 CV 54 in the courtroom 414 Denver District Court in front of Judge Andrew Luxon. Look up Andrew Luxon. Judge Andrew Luxon. Look at the kind of judge he is. And so I thought we were going to hit pay dirt, get to the bottom of the of all this information, and restore Denver's integrity and dignity and everything behind the elections, and not everybody from the same people from the same shit run the same course of actions, allowing us to turn into a decay city based on hyperbole. I don't even know that word. I heard somebody say it, hyperbole. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But that's what makes me organic. I know what I'm saying. But that's what makes me organic. Because I can be me. I don't have to pretend to be, I'm the best. I'm running for mayor, but I wouldn't even get a job as an English teacher. But that's not what I'm running for. It's my merits and abilities. My abilities to stand there and fight. Denver doesn't want fighters. They want followers. They want people to do the line. But see, what they don't understand is that was old school thinking. Now they got to get on the digital way of thinking. And when you got a group like the Democrat Party, I swear to God, man, they just, they're like the Raiders. I mean, they're hardcore people, man. And doesn't matter what you think, what you do, it's their way or no way, and just that's how they play. That's the way they play. And unfortunately, in the digital world, they can't play that way no more. Here's the facts, and all their talking heads that go on all these news channels that are all getting indexed based off what their hosts say and how much work they put into it and who's the host and where do they fit in the storyline. Are they a main subject matter? Are they whatever? FCC regulated broadcasters, and then those broadcasters that hook up with publications that are 501(c)(3)s or for-profit news media. There's a balance that you have to be careful. But see, you guys don't know this because you don't know what's going on. That'd be CBS, ABC, and they don't understand that they're doing things wrong. So there you go. Look at that. Handles Mike Johnson versus Kelly Bro runoff. No, it's Mike Johnson had more. He's Kelly Bro's the visiting team. She came in second. They're trying to make. We had 2 first place winners. No, we didn't. See, that's Kelly's bullshit line. That's how Kelly gets through. That's how she does her thing, because it says it right here. Look. Kelly Bro, the president and CEO of Denver Chamber of Commerce, and Mike Johnson, a former. They're making him look bad. He's just a former. Oh, Kelly's the CEO for the ones that don't know. So another person goes, oh no, man, she retired. That's probably an old something. No, it says 4 days ago. Oh, they just probably refreshed it, Well, I can tell you right now that CBS is in a lot of problems, and if their shareholders could see this and know what's coming, they'd get the fuck out of that stock as quick as possible. But this is where you're going to see some big major. One day it's just going to wake up and be like, yeah, all these media companies, their stock just went, shoo, what the? And they all invested it in knowledge-based trust companies like what we have. We have 80 knowledge-based trust platforms. 80. Google verified, ready to go. All going to be, the president and CEOs will be licensed attorneys that are registered in the state that they're going to be working out to represent whatever platform. They don't have to live where we all live. They just work from home. So we'll pay our attorneys, some really good money. They'll get part of each of the companies, and I think I can get, based off what I can do, I think an attorney can handle 80 clients a month easily. And when I mean clients, and that the companies that they're running is what they, And then the accountant would be a double licensed attorney, tax attorney, and a CPA. So what happens is when you get the best people that you can possibly get so that they can find the most expensive thing that's coming now just because of copyright, trademarks, and other content, data storage, and privacy laws, lawyers are companies, new companies that will just get eat up by law attorneys. So this is what I've done, and this is why things are going the way they're supposed to, so that we can protect the city and county of Denver. Because for me, I'm an old man. But the platforms I created and my partners, I mean, it's going to create residual income for the city and county of Denver forever. Billions of dollars within 10 years, a year coming in. Not controlled by the citizens, not by the government. No way. It's going to be controlled by the citizens of Denver based off merits and ability. Just like what the Spear Amendment is. Non-political. Hey man, we're non-political. You carry that shit down the road, man. There ain't no room for it. And Kelly, you know, when you think about Kelly and this statement right here by CBS, Former's Day. And Kelly's always been former, and they took all the former out because that former means outdated. Mike Johnston, he's not outdated anything. Okay, but when you know how to use these words, we'll see, I already knew this. So I made content that makes it opposite of whatever the Kelly talks about. And then I did it another way to double deuce them in case they try to figure it out. They're done. She's the end of Kelly Bros. Bloviated, red lips, look at me moments. Hey, look at me on a bicycle riding in the snow. Oh, wow, look at Kelly go. My God, man. I wonder what she does in front of the mirror. You know? Sheesh. Does she love herself that much? Oh, look at me and my dog. See, Pigford tried that. Tony Pigford, his kid. Everybody knew it, man. I was looking at the algorithms. He didn't understand the chatter. When he didn't want to talk to me, I went in full mode for that other chick. I voted for the girl, man. Girls rule right now. That's just the way it's going to be, but not for mayor. And not because of being a girl. It's because of their merits and ability. Like when I heard that men are getting, are changing into girls so that they can go compete because they can't compete in the man's world. So they're willing to become girls because they're really not girls, but they just are so fanatic about getting a win. They're going to go. That is just not happening, man. That's total insanism, man. If they want to go and do their own, like the Special Olympics, call it the Trans Olympics. And just get a bunch of dudes that are women to compete against each other. Isn't that a mute point? Call me, hello. So that's, I don't know. I believe everybody has an opportunity to be whatever they want. But, if I don't like it, I look away. I don't go buy it. But sometimes you get bombarded with all kinds of crap. I don't. It doesn't come into my world. And when it does, it gets blocked out. It gets everything, like I don't have to hide. Everything's already filtered for me. Security system, everywhere I go, all the cameras, my neighbors' cameras, their neighbors' cameras, it's all connected now. So people have to realize that law enforcement is learning how to connect all these, how to go on real time, how to use voice indexing to find whatever voice they're looking for. That's what I know how to do. Kelly doesn't know how to do that. Mike Johnston don't know how to do that. But what Mike Johnston does know is he's an attorney. He's an educator. And I knew all this. That's why if you look at the video I did, I said things what people told me. I didn't even know he was an attorney. So I didn't know. Because I don't go snooping. I just get the names and I just do whatever the algorithms tell me I need to do. That's what makes my work powerful, because I don't have to go click on anybody's stuff. These are advanced algorithms of what we believe a group of people will be talking about. And we just start making content. And we're like 99.9% right now. And I'm not even, according to some people that build websites, I'm not even ranking right. I'm not even in the right spots. And I'm not even doing anything. And he ain't even an MIT graduate. In fact, he don't even have a high school diploma. Well, look at me. So, because I own this. Not bad. And see, we scrub it. 8. You would think she'd have, whew, Kelly Mike would have all kinds of stuff in the metaverse. But look at Denver Mail, boom, 4 days ago, Mike Johnston. But here's me. Hello. See, I didn't need CBS. See this right here? I know people, see, I make content that's reactionary. So when people go, YouTube had, look, he can't even, that's a code right there. All my stuff is intertwined with different little codes of the alphabet. And when you see it, you're like, oh, God, how can he get it? I'll change it, but it's not ready yet. When I get the notice from Google, I'll change it. I mean, when you understand how when you understand how conversation blocks work and how you can build conversations on just this. The president and CEO of Denver Chamber, Mike Johnston, a former. Mike Johnson kicks the shit out of Kelly's meta tags hands down. This is why she's got to keep jumping and going through all these hoops because, you know, when I was saying about the Denver Metropolitan State University, they completely got her. She quit okay, here's how it is. She was head snowplow, giving head on the snowplows. Okay? She was the head snowplower. No, nothing nasty. I just thought about what I said, and that's why I had to change it but she was, man. How do you think she got the job over it with Hickenlooper? And then she quit them, and they were like, Kelly, don't go. You're the only woman snowplow driver. What are we gonna do without you, Kelly? Kelly, come back. Sorry, but I'm gonna go work for Hickenlooper and make all kinds of dough. So she took that pension and then parlayed it into her job with Hickenlooper. 5 years she was with him. $100 million deficits. People were talking. City council meeting. I got them on. I indexed every one of the city council meetings. That's why I didn't have to go. Anybody that goes to those city council meetings, my goodness, like my hero, Jesse Paris. Why they don't give that guy a job, man, is just unbelievable. Why they don't give the guys that are just keep trying, and the government go, hey, come on, man, you guys live here in Denver. What can we do to bring you on board? Because we're partisan. We're partisan here. Because that's what it is now. Partisanship. Because the judge ruled that Denver's allowed to not enforce the laws they want to enforce that would impede them from keeping power. And so when they all thought that they were going to play fun and games with me, they did it to themselves. And I even told the court in my paperwork what was happening. I could even got deeper, but I knew they were just thinking I'm some crazy because that's what they. But the crazies are the crazies, man. Like CBS telling everybody the president and CEO of Denver Chamber. If I was Mike Johnston, I'd be writing content right now. But see, Mike Johnston don't know this. His IT people don't know how to do what I do. That's what makes me a different member of of the Metaverse Team 6, Alpha 1369. So when you understand that, man, Denver's going to have the handle is who we are and what we do. Handles are a combination of all the handles and emails that you all have. Like wherever you have an at behind an account that has an at, like your Gmail, at Gmail, skanaka at gmail.com. So Yahoo, Bing, whatever. even Dinosaur, AOL. I wouldn't have that AOL if it was free. People have no clue that they're not getting a lot of the emails that they normally would get. But most people don't really, work off their emails and stuff because everything they do is sweat equity and referral work. Because I can guarantee you this. The internet is just a place where everybody can hang their hat and build their content and look at me moments and community moments and disaster moments and whatever's going on in your metaverse for you. And the new generation are going to start learning to keep their mouth shut in regards to who they are and what they like. They're not going to share it with the world, man. That's for them and their friends. They're going to be They're going to lock down all their Twitter. They're going to put a lock on it. But see, when you put a lock on it, you're like, oh God, when I Google my name, my Twitter account don't show up. That's because they're manipulating you. That's when you should just not ever use it. I don't use mine. I did a couple experiment tests, and I realized that, even with, Elon Musk, even with him running the boat, too late. It's too late. I don't need them. And the more I use them, the more I lose my algorithms of my own self because I'm using another person's platform that I don't need to use. And then what they do is they make they start paying to they change their algorithm so that I'm at the top, and they do that because they have so many people, and they just other little codes in the background. And so what that does is that when that happens, my content starts to migrate to that. And that's how people need to make their content, especially when you're little. Now, when you're like 20 in high school or in college, and it's weird. We can't even buy guns. Kids can't buy guns at 18. The only thing that an 18-year-old can do as an adult is go join the service, get yourself killed, have a flag delivered to your house, a bunch of I'm sorries, and they can't even have a drink. They can't even smoke a cigarette. And now they can't even buy a gun, but they can go kill somebody in someone else's country. I wish God could explain that one to me. That's right. God gave man free will to do whatever we want. So that's why we've run amok with all the good things, and the most precious thing about us is we can create life. Far more than what an animal can create. But animals, if you're a dog and a cat, then you're badass and you'll live forever. If you're a polar bear, a seal, a whale, a fish, and all you in the sea, what God used Jesus came down and did some whoop-de-woo and made men fishermen. Well, now they overfish, and they've got all this plastic in the water that's been warned, but they keep making the plastic, and the people still keep getting rich because they don't want to cure anything. And then what happens is they die. Those guys die off. Like you think about Ford plants and all those plants, and we're cleaning our air just so we can say we're cleaning our air. And yet scientists in other countries said, they can clean all their air, but even the lower lying valleys of the United States will get engulfed by the pollutions that fly in from around the world. And that's why when the fires come in to Denver, we're all under a cloud of milkshake, man. And so you have the wrong people talking about the wrong things. We got too many people trying to push products. We're using kids like Xfinity. They're now pushing, this 10G, and they can't even get their 5G straight. And they're just high-priced intake people. And then once you get in, then you can't get out, and they'll spin you, and then you're like, well, hey man, what happened to my service? And you try to call them, and you'll hear these, yeah, let me see if I can help you with that. Oh, here you go. Oh, it looks like that your bill's $590 a month. I think we can bring that down a little bit, but you'll lose some of your services. But we do now offer the 10G, so if your 5G and all that's not working, you can now pay $850 a month, and you'll get the 10G network. And if you just listen to the kids on all of our commercials, they know what good networks are.